Hi, welcome to the second video on jetting and adjusting carburetor on a KTM. Basically this is on a 300 EXC, but two-stroke obviously, but this applies to a lot of two-strokes, any two-stroke basically. It's got a carb, this is a Klein carb. They all pretty much function the same way. So what I'm doing now, I've already set the float height. You can look at my other video on how to do that. It's quite simple. And now what I'm doing is rejetting. Now I've been advised by many people on forums, speaking to people that run a lot of KTM stuff. I've done my research basically, and I found out that the best setup, or so I've been told, this is what I'm going to try first. I mean, yeah, some people might write in and say, oh, no, you don't want to be doing that, you want to be doing this, this setup's better. But this is what I'm trying at the moment, because this is what most people have told me to go for. So, what you want to do, this is your main jet, and then up under here is your pilot. Main jet here, you see that? Main jet, pilot jet. Okay? So, I've already loosened them for the video. So this is a 6mm on the main. Take the main out. This is all simple stuff really. There it is. As you can see, that's standard. That's a, well, you ain't going to see that, I don't think. I can't even keep still. Look. That's not going to focus, but it's a 172 main jet, and that is getting replaced with a 165. Now the whole reason I'm doing this is because my bike was using a hell of a lot of fuel, and I want to go out for, a 4-hour ride, and I don't want to have to be putting in a fuel stop in that, or carrying spare fuel with me. So I was going for a tank in like an hour and 45 minutes. And if I really pushed hard, like if I was racing it or something, I could probably get that down to just over an hour with one tank in just over an hour. It's crazy. So this is the whole reason why I'm doing this, and this is what I've been advised. Float height's also important, like I said in the video before. Because obviously if your float height's wrong, you're going to be losing fuel when you don't want to, i.e. when the bike's leant over slightly, or when you're actually riding along, the bumps can cause it to leak fuel. So here we go. This is the main jet 165. This will be going straight in here. Screw it in. Bit fiddly. Be gentle, because remember a lot of all this it's all alloy casing, so nothing needs to be done up very, very hard. So you just want to just nip that up. Flathead screwdriver for your pilot. Unscrew like that. Drop them out. This is 35. So as far as I know, this is all standard. I think it comes with the 172 and a 172 main and a 35 pilot. But I'm going with a 38 pilot because that's what I've been advised. So obviously make sure everything's clean and tidy. Oh, excuse me. In we go with that one, like before. You'll feel it tightening up. Just give it a little tweak like that. That's your main and your pilot in. Easy. Float level set as well, so that's ready to go. Next thing is the slider. So this has been taken out the top of the carb, obviously. It has this spring on top. It has a little notch and a little groove in there, as you can see. So obviously the notch goes into the groove like that. See that? When you're putting it back together, you must make sure that notch goes into that groove. When you're taking it apart, however, what you want to do is pull this spring up like this as far as you can. Obviously you've got the wire going down through here. You want to pull that up, grab your wire, as much slack as possible, push down to the side, and it will just come out. And then there's your slider off. In here, another 6mm. Careful when you are using this, because this can strip quite easily. You want a 6-sided socket. That's already been loosened. So take that out. And there it is. So you see where your cable runs through. So your cable will go into here and sit in a little notch back there so it can't come out. Once you've got that off, you can get to your needle. So the needle will just push out. There shouldn't be any tension on it at all. It should just come straight out like that. Be gentle with it though, because obviously it's quite delicate. You don't want to bend it or damage the end. The end's set for a reason, because that drops down into your main jet, and that needs to be sharp point. You don't want to bugger that up basically. Here's your clip. You run your clip on a different setting depending on how rich or how lean you want the mixture going into your carb. Obviously richer if it's colder, a bit leaner if it's hotter. There's all sorts of fancy tricks and tips you can do on that. I don't know it all myself, to be honest. It's a bit of a tricky game if you want to jet carbs properly, and you got to know exactly what you're doing for all different altitudes. I don't know it all. This is just a basic video to show you sort of what you should be doing, really. I'm going to be running my new needle, which is this is actually a Suzuki RM250 needle, so it's the NECJ needle, which is again this is what I've been advised to get. I'm going to take that out. This little circlip here will go onto this new needle in a minute, and that will be ran on the 3rd setting down. Again, that's what I've been advised. So that will be the 3rd setting down from the top. That will be put back into the slider and all put back together again, and hopefully it should be running sweet as a nut now. There's no reason for it not to be. Everything's been done correctly. The float height's set, new jets. This needle apparently is a very good modification. So stay tuned, folks, and I will post another video sometime of how the bike's running and how much different it feels to before. I mean, to be honest, it didn't feel bad before. There was no bogging at all. No flat spots really. It flies. It could have a bit more torque, a bit pokier at the bottom end. I like a lot of torque rather than sort of top end for enduro. But it all ran well. The only issue was the fuel. So that's what has sparked my interest in doing all this. So yeah, I will let you know how it goes. Thanks for watching, subscribe and check out my other videos. Cheers.